Hey guys, what's up? Hazard Issue here, and I'm back with a new video. So today I want to make this video and express my thoughts and opinions on esports in itself as of right now with new orgs starting up. So recently I've seen a lot of new orgs start up, a lot of smaller ones, trying to get their name out there, trying to become something that, they see online, like all these FaZe people, Orbit, actually Orbit's dead, why don't I say that? Not Orbit, Optic. Anyways, Optic, FaZe, Team Envious, all these different guys making it big and making a lot of money. And yes, some small orgs have come out of the blue and actually have done really well. Like Fire and Ice, an example, they've done really well for themselves for being a startup org and all that. But unless you're like Ghost Gaming or like Optic, who has a ton of money just to spend on players and accessories and making them the best team possible, then it's hard to get into esports. And with actual sports teams getting into esports now, it's only going to get harder for newer orgs or smaller orgs to start up by themselves. Now, all these people make their brands. They're like, oh, it is my brand. I love my brand. Of course you do. You made it. It's your thought. It's what you put into it. Blood, sweat, and tears. But at some point, you've got to realize that all these different orgs working against each other isn't going to work out in the end. Maybe 1 out of 20 orgs might make it somewhere. Honestly, that ratio is not looked up. It's not a fact or anything like that. It's just something off the top of my head. But like, as I was saying, a lot of orgs won't actually make it, and it's because they refuse to work there. So I say there's a small org with like 10 followers right now. I literally just started yesterday, and myself as the owner of Hazard, go to him saying, we would like y'all to merge in us. We feel like you could benefit from us, and we feel like we benefit from you. And we already have a following, so it's might as well come over here and we can make something really big. And like, no, I made my brand, I'm really loyal to it, I really want to make this work. That's great and all, but in the end of the day, you're not going to make that much money because you need a lot of funding, you need a really good staff team and management to actually get anywhere in esports. And all these orgs are trying to fund maybe team pass and hotels, maybe team pass hotels at most, maybe jerseys as well, depending on what you're doing for their team players, and hoping that this will help them grow as they go along. But they're just, all in a sense, kind of wasting their money, because unless you're placing really well and making money back, you're wasting money, or at least you're getting exposure or something like that. And all these orgs like Optic and FaZe, they're heavily content based. They're very well known and get a lot of money off their content as well as their esports. If they had their esports side of the team, they would be just fine. Their content keeps them alive. But all these small orgs are trying to make something new, and it's not working. I say within 3 or 4 years, smaller orgs like Hazard, or even other orgs I'm trying to think of. Okay, Vital Esports. Talked to the Vital Esports owner, A Review, or Avery Lucier. He was, I don't have to Avery L. I'm gonna call him Avery L. Let's go with that. I know we talked about this a while back. He agrees with me on this. I agree with him how he said it. But within 3 or 4 years, esports like orgs like us and people smaller will be irrelevant. There will be no room for us, because all these sports teams, what was it? Someone partnered with a sports team just recently. I can't remember who it is. I know Nate Shot for 100 Thieves. He partnered with a sports team as well, I'm pretty sure. But all these sports teams are coming in realizing what esports is and how much money that is in it, that they're like, oh, let's just partner with these guys and make more money and fund them more so they can get better teams. But once that more money comes in, they'll pick up more teams, and there will be just no room for us smaller guys to come in and actually make our own impression on esports. Now, to get to the point of the video, I've had a thought of making a new organization where I get a bunch of different owners, not a bunch of them, but a bunch of people with different orgs coming in, merge into one and make a new brand, have a good few owners who can fund the most, then the rest become staff, and we just knock the shit out of esports. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, okay, this is ridiculous, it's not going to work, you might not get along. Well, it's a long process. It won't be in a day or so like that, where I just make a name, get a team, and go. No, I really want to look through this and see if anything good options out there. Rebel and I obviously want to work on this. It's not set in stone, nothing is. I'm still working with Hazard, still growing Hazard, working as if I'm trying to make this work out still. And I always try to make Hazard work. Obviously, that's my dream. That's my org. I founded it. That's what I want to do. But if there's an easier or better route to get to the end goal of being a professional organization and making this my job, then I will do whatever it takes. Now, for those of you who just think I'm being silly in this video, just leave a dislike if you want. I don't care. This is my opinion. But if anyone is interested in working on a new organization, a new project, or working with Hazard as an owner, staff member, feel free to shoot me a DM. It'll be in the description below. My Twitter will be, and my email will as well be in the description below. But I really want to just everyone take into consideration what I've said about the new organization and what all these small orgs have to do to come together, to work together, to really get somewhere to achieve this end goal everyone wants to have as gaming as their profession. That's about all I have to say. It's kind of a sloppy video. I apologize for that. I just want to record this and cut this out there. I want to thank you all for watching, and if you made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. Leave a thumbs up if you can. Subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.